today's world, extreme effort is encouraged. Obsession with being productive all the time is glorified. And hustle culture is rampant. It's always do this, get this, buy this, produce this. A million different ways to do your work. A million different ways to scale your business. It's all sleepless nights, foggy days, countless hours running around like a headless chicken, a rat in a system that can only ever ask or demand more and more from you relentlessly. And for what? What is the end goal here? Money, status, happiness, success? Well, the real prize here is happiness, of course, because at the end of the day, all you want to be is happy through whatever it is that you're going to achieve in life. But all of this sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? And it is. And sometimes an enormous amount of time and energy directed towards the wrong strategy that can only ever create more work instead of more success. Wu Wei. I hope I'm saying it right. The Chinese wisdom of non-action or effortless action gives us a different perspective and a whole new strategy of being happy and successful without killing ourselves in the process, which sounds more natural. Instead of becoming deeply unhappy with all the effort that we're putting towards, something we want to make happen, we instead adopt the way of the Tao and make our entire journey joyous and effortless. But before we do that, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, here on this channel I talk about how you can find your passion and go after it at any age, how you can find balance even at the most difficult times in your life, and how you can be happy with the things and the people you already have surrounding you. So if you're interested, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Also, make sure to check out the description box. I have links to my website, my new book, my social media accounts, and so much more. Each and every one of them tailored to help you become your best self. So do check it out. Now, let's get to today's topic. So, number one is to flow like water. In the Tao, adopting the nature of water is considered to be the main strategy or skill that helps you tear through even the lowest points in your life. Like water carves through stone by yielding to its form or shape without resisting, taking the form or the shape of the stone while it passes through for that moment. You also can overcome your lowest moments in life, not by resisting through effort, but through a calculated acceptance of that stage of your life. And this is actually very smart on your side, because what you're doing is you are preserving all that energy that was going to be wasted on control, ego, fear, uncertainty. And you are taking back your power, taking back the energy, and use it to make wise decisions for your situation. Decisions that are going to help your situation. And with this kind of mentality, there will be no time wasted, no energy wasted on things you can't control, ruminating over the past or this victimhood that you're going to feel while going through this sort of difficult moments in life, because you see no reason to go against the flow of life. No reason to go against something that's already happened. And you are just operating on a higher level of consciousness when you do this, because most people will resist. Most people will, just apply a lot of effort, and it ends up creating more problems. And you realize that the best way to get over whatever difficulty that you're facing at any stage in your life would be for you to accept what's happening while actively working to bring about the change that you want. Number two is avoid strain. Avoid perfection, avoid force, avoid contrived action that takes so much time and energy to construct in itself. It's not that you shouldn't go for excellence in your work or in whatever it is that you do. It's just that sometimes too much effort creates, it makes it lose its originality or authenticity. Because too much effort leads to fake and unrealistic results that no one can relate to. Not even you. And this is why you have to drop ideas like perfection, wanting to control every outcome of the things in your life, and simply relax, because When you relax, it's just going to be more natural. Even if you make mistakes, you fail, all these things that happen in life is just not going to be as weird. You don't want to stress yourself up to the point that you become a completely different person, or your work becomes something alien, something foreign to you. You want to add an element of originality to your life and your work, and you can only do that if you avoid perfection and wanting to control everything in your life. Number 3 is room for surprises. With effortless action and effortless effectiveness, you will have a level of relaxation that allows for new and exciting developments to take place that might not necessarily have been part of the original plan. When you allow for stillness, you allow nature to take the lead, you are going to have many great surprises that effort alone can never achieve or predict. Because when you are not strictly following a made-up plan, you are not a control freak about everything that happens every step of the way, then you can come across things that are way better, than the plan that you had in your mind already. Then you can come across things that could change the trajectory of your life in a positive way. And this can only happen if you are a little bit adventurous, even with your most meticulously planned goals and dreams that you thought were supposed to happen. But now you have this little bit of space for surprises in your life that allows life, God, maybe to show you a different purpose in life, a different way in life, and you accept it. And when that happens, you may be led to the kind of life you may have never planned for yourself, or you may not have in your mind, but one that is way better than your own plans. Number 4 is effortless passion. Looking into the many creative geniuses of the past and present, you see that the most creative and innovative were not the ones who were following a trend, the algorithm, or any superficial goal that clearly demands a lot of effort. Instead, they stick to a passion, a burning desire for a dream that they do effortlessly because they love to do that. And they don't have to force themselves to write, paint, research, whatever it is that they do it effortlessly without demanding to be in control of everything that happens every step of the way, and without being so attached to the outcome. And this way is just going to be easy for you. If you are going to adopt this way of thinking and doing things, it's just going to be easy for you. You will have a much better time doing what you do without all this strain and worry and anxiety that obviously comes if you are not relaxed enough to entertain your passions without control. This way, you'll be able to continue doing what you love without being overwhelmed or discouraged, because your energy is directly going to your work or your passion, without any need to, measure yourself, how good you are at what you do, or comparing yourself to others. And instead, you are in the moment, enjoying yourself and actually being aware of the success. That is you doing what you love effortlessly, with no need to control the outcome, imagine, or predict the future. And that is bliss. That is what they mean when they say effortless work. It's not that you are not passionate about your work. It's not that you're not engaged in your work. It's just that you are aware of the dangers of thinking about the future, being so attached to the outcome, and you consciously refrain from it. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And most of all, don't forget to apply non-action or effortless action in everything you do. And I will see you on my next video.